Let's start at the top of our mats, standing in mountain pose. Lift the toes and then plant them firmly down on your mat. Think about anchoring through both sides of the heel and the pinky toe and big toe. Tuck your pelvis and pull your shoulders back and down. Inhale the fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale, expansion through the chest, bringing them down and back. Inhale up. Exhale, open through the chest, bring the elbows back. Inhale, one more time, really stretch, expansion, opening through the chest. Do a few shoulder rolls, up, back, and down. Inhale the fingertips up to the sky. Interlace all the fingers except for the pointers. Leave them together. And then we'll stretch over to the right. Inhale up to center. Exhale, arching over to the left. Inhale up to center. Bring the palms together and slice all the way down into a forward fold, shaking the head out. Maybe you want to bring your hands to your elbow creases and keep a generous bend in your knees. And just sway side to side for a few moments. Allow any tension in your low back to release. Now bring the left palm to center and expand, opening through the chest, radiating the right fingertips up toward the sky. We'll move into a twist, keeping a nice bend in the left knee. And let's switch, planting the right palm, sending the left fingertips up to the sky, bending through the right knee. Come back to center. Halfway lift, fingertips on the mat, or maybe you bring them to your shins, or maybe even to your thighs with kind of grasshopper arms, keeping the back nice and flat. We'll fold, inhale, halfway lift, your option. Fold, one more time, halfway lift, and fold. Inhale, coming all the way back up to mountain. And then swan dive into forward fold. Plant your palms and either hop back or step into a plank. Start shifting forward and backward, activating through the core, through your legs. And then we'll drop our knees. Bring the big toes to touch, knees wide, sending the arms up and toward the top edges of your mat. We'll drop our hips back into child's pose, swaying side to side. Inhale, come up and start doing some dynamic circles. One way with the whole body, shifting the hips forward and back, and reversing our circles. Now come up to all fours, bringing the left palm to the center, going into a twist, radiating the right fingertips up toward the sky. Thread the needle, bringing the right shoulder down to the mat. And just sway your hips, maybe add some hip circles. Feel this deep stretch, expansion through the hips. The release. Inhale, send the fingertips up to the sky once again, and then plant the right palm in the center, sending the left fingertips up toward the sky this time, and then threading the needle under the right arm, extending the right arm up toward the top corner of the mat, dropping the left shoulder as you continue to do these hip circles, swaying side to side, maybe some cat-cow in the spine. Inhale the left fingertips up to the sky once again, and then plant both palms under your shoulders, bringing the knees under the hips. We'll move into cat-cow, dropping the belly button to the mat, and then arcing your spine up toward the sky. Bring in some dynamic movements, maybe shifting the hips forward and backward, creating waves with the spine. Walk the knees back, extend the arms out straight to the front edges of your mat, and drop the chest for puppy pose. Sway the hips side to side, maybe do some hip circles if it feels good. And then shift forward into Sphinx pose. Come back into puppy pose, and then forward once again into Sphinx. This is a beautiful flow to really open up through the shoulders, the arms, the hips, and to create expansion and function in the spine. In Sphinx pose, tuck the toes under, and then lift up into a forearm plank. Send the hips back and up, maybe walk the feet up toward your elbows for dolphin pose. Start pedaling it out, really anchoring and grounding through your hands. Another great stretch for the shoulders and the arms. Great one to prep you for handstands or inversions. And from there, push up into downward facing dog, continuing to pedal out the feet. Inhale the right leg up toward the sky, three-legged dog, hips level. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, contract, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, contract, and plant the right foot. Drop the left knee. Plant the top of the left foot on your mat. And enjoy a slow lunge. Bringing a little pulse to this crescent pose. We'll bring the palms down to the mat and shift our hips back into runner stretch, keeping a slight or generous bend in the knee. And now let's shift between those two poses, creating a little flow, remembering to breathe. And then come forward, plant the left palm in line with the right arch, and then twist and send the right fingertips up toward the sun. Continuing to breathe. Come back, planting both palms, sending the right leg back, coming into a plank, shifting forward into cobra or chaturanga into upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet for a moment, and then we'll repeat the same sequence on the other side. So inhale, three-legged dog on the left. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand, and exhale for one final knee to nose. Plant the left foot in between your two palms. Bring the right knee and the top of the right foot down to the mat for this crescent lunge. Start to pulse a little bit in this pose. Feel an opening happening, and then we'll shift back into runner's lunge, flexing the toes back toward the knee. And we'll move through these two poses. Remember to always keep a slight or generous bend in the knee. This is going to protect your knee and your joints. And then we'll do a twist on this side. So plant the right palm in line with the left arch Inhaling the left fingertips up toward the sky this time. Continue to breathe, expanding and contracting, moving a little deeper into the twist. Come back to center, planting both palms. Bring the knees back and together. Lift them into plank. And maybe you lower into cobra or chaturanga to upward facing dog. And exhale, moving back to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Come to stillness, lifting up onto the tippy toes and shifting back. Creating an awakening in the feet. And then we'll slowly step all the way up to the front of the mat for a halfway lift, your option, your choice, and fold, shaking out the head. Bring the palms down to heart center. On the next inhale, let's lift the right knee to 90 degrees. Move into a twist with the left palm on the outside of the right knee, sending the right fingertips back. Come out of the twist, and then if you want, you can send the toes back to Warrior 3 if it's in your practice, and come back up, kick the leg out, and plant the right foot next to your left, and let's shift onto the left side now, inhaling the left knee up to 90 degrees. Place the right palm on the outside of the left knee, sending the left fingertips back into a twist. Come back to center. And once again, an option for Warrior 3. Inhale, come back up. Extend the left leg forward and then plant both feet next to each other. Sink the hips back for chair pose. Big toes together, just a thumbprint between the heels. Then we'll inhale up to mountain. Exhale, palms to heart center. And let's ground here for just a moment. Experience the nourishment of this practice. I hope you feel more awake, more energized. Thank you for being here. I love you. Namaste.